Travis Kelce is faced with an incredibly difficult decision to continue his football career or move on to acting and his podcast and his relationship. And the love might not be there. And so, in this video, we're going to talk about if Travis Kelce is done or if he is going to return and play next season for the Kansas City Chiefs. You guys are listening to the KC Sports Report. My name is Michael Darcy. Hit that like button on this video and subscribe to this channel for more of the best daily Chiefs content on YouTube. Because even though the Chiefs broke all of our hearts in that Super Bowl, I'm not going anywhere. We're going to talk about this team all off season long and talk about how they can build their way back up to being in another Super Bowl next season. So with that being said, let's go ahead and talk about Travis Kelce. This is a very tough conversation for me to have because I love Travis Kelce. I think he is the greatest tight end to ever play in the NFL. I think he is that good. And we have a long line of great tight ends in Kansas City. Whether it's Tony G or Travis Kelce, we really haven't had many deficiencies at that position. Travis Kelce, at this point in time, is 35 years old. By the time the season starts next year, he will be turning 36 years old. His cap hit for the 2025 season is $19 million. The Chiefs currently have an $11 million cap space situation. Now, that's probably going to change with Mahomes restructuring his deal so they can move some money around and make it so they can maybe spend something in free agency. But right now, the cap is not in a very good spot for the Chiefs. Now, I'm not saying the Chiefs are going to cut Travis Kelce as a cap casualty because they need to save the money, but Travis Kelce is in a very unique position. We all know that this season he did take a step back. Now, he did have over 800 yards, and he had that one playoff game against the Texans where he went for, I believe it was a buck 17 and a touchdown. Like, he was that good. The issue is, as he has aged, he has been tasked with doing the same amount of, work in the offense, and that's not fair to him because the Chiefs need to build around, younger players with more speed and players that can alleviate some of the load off of Travis Kelce's shoulders. Because again, he's great. He's fantastic. He did take a small step back, and I don't think that warrants him being cut, but I'm just saying if the Chiefs decided to part ways with the greatest tight end to ever play this game, they would save $19 million in 2025. Now, I believe Travis Kelce has up until early to mid-March to make his decision. And the big question going into this Super Bowl was, is this Travis Kelce's final game? Are we going to watch, Travis Kelce take the field for the final time? And I actually think that the result of that Super Bowl was going to dictate his answer. And I think that if they would have won it, he would have probably retired. The issue is they got embarrassed. And I don't think that Travis Kelce, being the ultra competitive player that he is the type of player that will just hang it up after showing what he did in that game. Now, Travis Kelce did have a bit of a rough performance, but look at that offense. Who didn't have a rough performance in Super Bowl 59? And so I think that the Chiefs losing that game was the best case scenario for Travis Kelce returning this season. But again, it's not just as easy as, oh yeah, just bring him back, because there is a substantial amount of money tied up in Travis Kelce. Now, with that being said, Travis Kelce is someone that I believe the franchise has to show loyalty to. He's someone that you just can't move on from because he's costing you a bunch of money. He is one of the core three players on this team that has built this franchise into being one of the best in the NFL. You don't just cut that guy. You don't just let him, go find another team if he wants to play one more season. He is someone that is a Chief for life. You let him finish out his deal if he decides to do so. And I think this team would welcome Travis Kelce back with open arms, but I do think that Andy Reid and Patrick Mahomes need to create an offense that is less centered around Travis Kelce. He's going to be 36 years old, and that's not saying that he can't be productive in any way. He cannot carry the offense anymore. And that's not, something that he should be tasked with. You're going to have Xavier Worthy, Rashee Rice coming back from injury. Go out and draft someone else, sign someone in free agency. Maybe it's Hollywood Brown again. The Chiefs' offense needs to be more dynamic, and Travis Kelce is not someone that at 36 years old is going to be able to completely take over and control the offense. It's just not going to happen. We saw him take that step back this season, and while he was still serviceable, the end is nearing. And he's only got one more year on his deal with the Chiefs. I think he probably ends up playing that 1 year and then retires. Again, he's got the New Heights podcast with his brother, who's also a retired player, who's probably in his ear like, hey, the retirement side is pretty cool. He's got his relationship with you-know-who. I don't even need to say who it is. He's got his relationship. He's got his podcast. He wants to do acting. He is not someone that needs football for success. The game has already given him so much. So if Travis Kelce decides to come back, fantastic. I love that. I want to see Travis Kelce back. I just don't think they can bring him back with the expectation that he's going to go out and get you 1,200 yards. I think that's unfair to him. But again, if they can bring him back in a limited capacity, kind of limit his snaps, let him go out on third downs and try to be the same Travis Kelce, but he did lose a step. He was not as quick. He was not as explosive. I mean, Xavier Worthy even said in that playoff game where Travis Kelce had that one play where he caught the ball over the middle of the field and had an opportunity to take it to the house and score a touchdown. 2020 Travis Kelce scores that football. Like, that's unfortunate, but again, it comes with the age. But to answer the question in this video, is Travis Kelce done? Is Travis Kelce going to retire? You guys know that I went down to Super Bowl Media Week and talked to all of the players about, what they thought leading up into this game. And so I have had insight in the past. I'm going to be honest with you guys. I have no insight on what Travis Kelce is going to decide. Now, I will say that Travis Kelce, being the competitor that he is, I personally believe, again, with no knowledge of what he's actually going to do, I think that Travis Kelce is going to be back. I really do. I think Travis Kelce is going to be back, and I think he plays one more season and then ends up retiring. But I also have more takes on what I think Travis Kelce could do in this offense. But before I get into those, I want to give a shout out to the sponsors of this video. This video is sponsored by my friends over at Mozy. Mozy is a wearable and weatherproof thermal wrap, which is guaranteed to keep you warmer than a normal stadium blanket. If you're going to any outside tailgates or parties or any event, you gotta stay warm. And the best way to do that is by getting yourself a Mozy. And right now, if you click the link in my description, you will get 30% off your entire order by using code KCSR at checkout. And fellas, if you want to get your girlfriend or wife the best present ever, go get her a Mozy. It keeps her warm. You'll be able to do more activities outside. And I cannot tell you how many times that Mozy has come in the clutch by keeping the girlfriend warm. So definitely go check out the link in my description. Get 30% off your order by using code KCSR. And once again, thank you to Mozy for sponsoring this video. The Hollywood Casino at Kansas Speedway is the place to be. With over 1,500 slot machines, 35 table games, 4 restaurants, and a new ESPN Bet sportsbook, there are plenty of ways to find your fun. For more chances to win, follow them on social media on Facebook, Instagram, and X. Must be 21. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER. Welcome to the Rice Real Estate Group, Kansas City's premier partner in real estate. Whether you're buying, selling, or investing, you'll receive a tailored experience designed just for you. Specializing in residential, commercial, and investment properties, the dedicated team over at the Rice Real Estate Group helps guide you through every transaction, including navigating those short, complex sales. With a commitment to personal one-on-one service, they will ensure that you are supported every step of the way. You can achieve your goals with expertise, care, and a customized approach that truly makes a difference. Ready to make your next move? The Rice Real Estate Group is here to make it happen. For more information, call 816-819-9333. Shout out to all the sponsors that support me through the offseason while we're trying to build this Chiefs team back up piece by piece. But to kind of get back into the video topic, I know that a lot of Chiefs fans are very passionate about this issue because Travis Kelce, again, is not someone the Chiefs can just say bye-bye and cut him. You just can't do that. He's the greatest tight end to ever play this game. You got to show him some respect. I mean, he even kind of took a pay cut a couple years ago when he signed that deal. And so you got to pay him the proper amount of respect. And I think that the decision is solely based upon what he decides, because I think the Chiefs would welcome him back, and they would also try to figure out a world without Travis Kelce, because again, that cap hit is substantial. It's $19 million in 2025. You could sign a lot of people with $19 million. You could go out and get a left tackle. You could go out and get a wide receiver. You could go out and, sign a Nick Bolton or maybe a Justin Reed or some of the notable free agents the Chiefs have. And we're going to talk about that in the coming days. But it really seems like Travis Kelce is one of those guys that I think has that competitive fire. I do believe he is going to be on this team next year. And if he is on this team next year, if we are blessed to see Travis Kelce suit up one more time for this Chiefs team, the Chiefs need to take the pressure off of him. Andy Reid, I'm looking at you, buddy. I don't want to see Travis Kelce playing every first, second, third down. Like, that's just not going to be good for a 36-year-old's body. And you got to preserve him. That's kind of what the Chiefs tried to do at points this season. Preserve Travis Kelce, get him to the playoffs as healthy as he could be. But again, there is no guarantee that he comes back. And so it's kind of an interesting situation where we're potentially talking about the greatest tight end to ever play this game retire. And that is a sad thing, but at the same time, the Chiefs are going to have to find a way to cope with that because he can't play forever. He's got to retire eventually. If it happens this year, the Chiefs save $19 million, but I think that there's a good shot that after the way that game ended, after the way that we were all kind of just left in awe and just numb after that game, I think Travis Kelce feels the same way. And so I think, again, with no inside sources, I think that Travis Kelce will be back for the 2025 season. So Chiefs Kingdom, that is all I have for this video. Hit that like button and subscribe for more of the best daily Chiefs content on YouTube. Again, we are going to continue talking about this Chiefs team as they try to build themselves back up into being a Super Bowl contender. Until next time, guys, thank you for watching this video. And as always, go Chiefs.